Right, dudes. Oh, let's get this party started. Hope you're all holding up well. Staying safe, staying healthy, staying positive. Remember, optimism. Boost your own morale and everyone else's. We got this. Oh, yeah, I know I've been away for a while, but yeah, it's just motivation and stuff. It's getting a bit, yeah. But I don't know. I guess all you can do is fight. And I know fighting makes me seem neurotypical and stuff when you got a mental illness. Sometimes that, ironically, is the last thing you want to do because of I don't know, or at least I've been told. It might be difficult for you to get support if you seem too normal or whatever, or like you don't seem challenged enough. But it's just as a result of my fight. I mean, if I don't fight enough, I'm worried. I'm afraid what might happen if I don't fight enough. So if I seem fine, it's just. I'll be honest, it's just a kind of just persona, really. It's a facade. Because just in order to be pleasant and not depress and appall people. Because like what I'm doing right now, I'm streaming, I'm creating content, and like last thing I want to do is depress people. I want to entertain them, so because I've got to get used to it, because eventually it's going to be my job. So yeah, I have to fight and stuff. I have to fight my own mind. I have to fight urges and whatever, and like things that happen to me that try and push me to things that I don't know, unmentionable things. I'm sure you can think about what I'm talking about. It don't take a genius. So yeah, things like that. And just to get my needs met, because mental illness makes it difficult for you even to do that. Yeah, that's why I get so pissed off when people call me lazy, because I'm just like, hey, it not only makes it difficult for me to work and get shit done and be productive and be of service, it also like hinders my ability to meet my own needs, because the same sort of stuff is involved as is involved with work. Yeah, I hope you've all been holding up well. I haven't been being social enough, or at least in this way, and yeah, I just really hope you're all taking care of yourselves, because we're built to survive this. It's like we're built to survive everything. So, smooth sailing. Whatever you do, don't be pessimistic. It doesn't help. And yeah, massive thanks to all the people out there that are the real life heroes, the NHS workers and so on, like those sorts of people. Like massive thanks to you guys, and the people who are getting me support I need in terms of food and affording stuff, because I'm on the list of vulnerable people because of being mentally ill. So people who get food parcels to me. Yeah, massive thanks to you guys as well, the people who donate the food to the food banks, and the people who work at the banks to deliver it to me. Very nice people every time. So thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate it. So yeah, I've been holding up okay, trying not to get too angry at stuff when it just makes me suffer that much, and I don't know, just remembering what it takes. Just my entire life I've just used joy and fun and happiness and stuff, and entertainment is still a weapon really to fight and resist things either trying to kill me or trying to push me to the point where I don't really need to finish off that sentence, but yeah. And it's worked, because, well, I'm still here, so case in point. So if it's worked for me, it can work for any of you guys. So if you're suffering from the same things, anxiety and depression, and you haven't tried it yet, please, I implore you, just try it. Just try just putting all of your power into enjoying yourself and being happy, and see how many favors it does you. It might, I admit, it might be subjective, as in it might not work for everyone, but you could at least give it a shot. Like my motto is live and learn. As in, you don't know until you try. So, if you haven't tried yet, go for it. I mean, the less you have to lose, or should I say, the more of a pain in the arse your life is, the more it makes you suffer. It's just like, the more you have to gain, and I don't know, the more likely the risk will turn out in reward and not punishment. Just think about it. It's just common sense. So, yeah. I've never had that much to lose. Of course, any semblance of security I feel like is always, I don't know, everyone else has had infinitely more ability to give that security to me than I've had to give it to myself. I've always sucked at providing security for myself, and I don't want it to stay like that. That's the metamorphosis is destined to happen. And it's taking a while, it's dragging its heels, but I don't know. If I'm ever patient, I struggle with patience, but if I'm ever patient, it's just because it's necessary and it's just automatic and it just needs doing, you know, like service. Yeah, it's like it might be a bit like whatever to help someone who's being ungrateful and ratty and like sort of stuff, but they need helping, they need serving, and you just still help them anyway, even though it's a bit, yeah, they're being like obnoxious or whatever, yeah. So, because, like, most likely, anyway, not certainly, but most likely, they can't help being like that. They're not choosing to be obnoxious or ungrateful. It's just, yeah, whatever reason is they need help is making them like that. It's just putting them in that mood, you know, or that mindset, that attitude. So, tolerance. It's all about, we need to tolerate ourselves and each other. It helps get us through things like bullshit pandemics and stuff, yeah. And of course, matches of Overwatch. So, yeah. It's just something you don't feel like tolerating, but you know you need to tolerate it in order for you and your team to win. You're gonna do it, aren't you? If you're serious. Right, yeah, I don't wanna thingy. Yeah, I could do an Alex and say that's more than enough waffling, let's dive right into things. Yeah. Shoutouts to my dude, yeah. Sort of, yeah, I love it when the British spirit is brought to the masses and with such fervour, yeah. So yeah, like, of course I'm a patriot and I have bias. I'm sorry about that, anyone that's not British, but yeah, I can't help it. Yeah, like, I love my country, I love the people that come from it. It's just all the content creators that are that nationality with me. Yeah, of course I'm gonna love what they do, the way they do it. So, right, shall we check out the new content first? I thought I'd split it into a few sections, this first bit, before I get to the gameplay. First thing I want to do is, yeah, give my verdict on the new stuff. So, Masked Man McCree. That just makes him look more like his voice actor, I think, yeah. Matt Mercer. I probably should make a video review or something about it, like I said, the struggles with the thingy, the anxiety and depression, especially the anxiety. Just doing anything that draws even the slightest bit of attention to myself, I struggle with that. I know you might be thinking, well, how are you doing this then? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, good point. But like I said, my inner fight, my power, like, and this is my drive and my energy. That's all I can do to do stuff like this, because sometimes if I don't do it, I suffer the consequences. So I need to force myself to do it, even if I struggle to, or it's a pain or whatever. So yeah, things like anxiety, that's how I blast through them. I just fight I don't know what's in my mind. So yeah, I know I might, I don't know, be better off making a video review of it, but like, I just played Indivisible recently, and I completed it, and it was awesome. And yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, Matt Mercer is he voices one of the characters in there. Zebe, he's an archer, so funny enough, he's just like hands up the way he works. But yeah, it's yeah, of course, Matt has done another awesome job of voicing the character. Yeah, so yeah, Zebe is one of my favourites as well. He was like one of my main three, if you will, that you have with Ajna on your team, because she's always part of it. They're an awesome cast of characters, and yeah, I think Razmi is my favourite. She is just pure awesome. It's like dark humour incarnate, pretty much. Yeah, Razmi is like my girl, pretty much. Yeah, my favourite character in the game. So she had to be on the team, obviously. Zebe, yeah, he's like the speed type. Like he's got a high speed stat. There's like Razmi's got a high attack stat, so they sort of balance each other out. And I think who was the third and final incarnation? Tarani, yeah, the Moira equivalent. She's can like heal allies and damage enemies. Yeah, they're puddles. Yeah. You put puddles down with attacks, and then you use one of her moves to activate the puddles, and then that's when they start doing those jobs. Like, if an ally runs over the puddle to get healed, an enemy runs over the puddle to get damaged. So, yeah, and Tarani is just awesome. She's like motherly, sort of like healing type. Yeah, with the water. Yeah, she's like water powers. Oh, what would that be called? The Greek word for it, for water, is nero. I know I've lived in Greece, so I know quite a lot about the language. So it might be Nero. I'm not sure if it would like be pronounced in a sort of English way for it, but like, yeah, it might be. So yeah, I think it's like neurokinesis. Yeah, that's what it'd be. So like water control, basically. Yeah, that's how Tarani works. Yeah, she's awesome. So yeah, that was my team with 3 incarnations: Zebe, Razmi, and Tarani. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, back to this game. Don't want to digress too much. Yeah, Masked Man makes McCree. I think his other skins like Vigilante and stuff, like I think they're the other way around. Like either he's got a mask on his eyes and like over the lower half of his face as well, or it's just the reverse, if you will, of how his face looks in this skin. It's just like eyes aren't covered up, but it's like the rest of his face is. Yeah, pretty cool. Pun somewhat intended, because the colour sort of thing. Yeah. I'm not sure about that shade. Or at least of the armour on the front. I think that might be cerulean. It's pretty good. Yeah. Not one of the best, but not one of the worst either. But it's like above average in my opinion. The B-looking Sigma. It's alright. Yeah, I don't really either like or dislike it. Yeah, it's neutral really. So it's okay. This one though, as you can tell from the stream title, this is now one of my favourite skins in the entire game. If you know me, you know like my absolute favourite combination of 2 colours, like main and supporting. So main there being like more of that, and supporting there being less of it. But they're both being in the thing's appearance, the costume or skin or whatever, for example. A favourite combination is that main colour blue, in particular that shade of blue right there, like medium blue, and supporting colour gold, blue and gold. Love it. That's my absolute favourite, and that's exactly what this skin is. That for that reason, amongst others, I feel like they may as well made this skin just for me. So good, so good. As like words can't really do it justice, and it's that symbol as well, Fleur de Lis. Uh, Memories. Let's just say that much. Nostalgia. I don't know how much I can reveal here because it's a bit personal, but like I'm alright with it. Just the other people, like family, for example, they um they might, I don't know, they just want to respect like what they may or may not want to be told to the masses, but it's just the wallpaper, yeah, on at least the living room, if I remember rightly, the first house I ever lived in. They're the ones I've like made the fuzziest memories in as well, like in my childhood. Yeah, that house and that pattern, the pattern of that symbol like, all over the wallpaper in the living room. So very nostalgic symbol for me. Yeah, you can see it here, golden on her back. Yeah. So must have been like French, sort of design. There's a word for it. I'm not sure if you call it architecture, maybe, or something like that. Yeah, with regards to the interior of that house. Yeah. Oh, so many further memories made there. I remember Christmas Day 2002 in that house. We got the GameCube and Melee. Oh, what a day that was! One of the best of my entire life. Oh, I just looked up at the screen and just noticed that indigo ass. That's, I mean, her ass always looks good, but I think that's the best it's ever looked. Oh, and look at the footwear as well, like from like around the knees down. Like, look at that, the blue and the gold. I love it. I fucking love that. Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, as soon as I get this skin, I'm switching to it. Like, I kind of feel like apologizing to the skin I still currently use for Widow. There's one of the two that changes some of her voice lines, like when she uses her ult, sort of, for instance, and she says, "No one can hide from the Huntress," as opposed to the standard, like the default thing she says is, "No one can hide from my sight." Yeah, and that one's a legendary, and this one's an epic. I don't really care about the because some of them I use for some characters are rare quality. So that's even lower than epic. So I really don't mind about that. But it's just, oh, this skin, I swear, it's just like one of the best in the game. It's up there with the Fool skin for Junkrat. This is another one that's like blue and gold. I feel like they made it just for me. It reminds me of when I was playing Gauntlet Dark Legacy back in Deux. As the Blue Jester. Yeah. Blue Jester has gained a level. That voice. You do not mess with that voice. Yeah. Fantastic skin is this. Yeah. Thank you, Blizzard, just for creating this. I can't wait to start using it. Even though I'm not really a Widow sort of person in terms of like which characters I prefer to play as, like, because I just don't like sniping. It's just boring. It makes me feel like a coward and whatever. It's just not my style. But like, I am still gonna have to express extreme gratitude for the skin. And here we have what is, I think, at least objectively the best of the new skins, or the new items. Even all the new items, this like statistically is the best one. The one that most people seem to like and class as awesome. Even I like it, and I'm not even a red sort of, well, or even a hot colour sort of person. Now, I don't know why a fair few people don't like this one. Like, I don't have a problem with that. I think it's pretty cool. Like, green's my third favourite colour, for purple being my second and blue being my first. So I actually think it's kind of smart. So I don't have a problem with it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all in all, pretty darn good skin. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, not the red sort of person, and like pretty much all of this skin is red. But yeah, it is good. Yeah, again, objectively, yeah, it is good. But like, I guess I'm not really interested in it just because of like, I'm not the red sort of person. So, I know you might be able to just visually read the thing in the box on the right, but I'll read it out anyway, just cause. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion, even by the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests. There are matters of which no jest can be made. Some things you can't laugh about, basically. I'm like, there's me just thinking, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll find a way to laugh about it. Yeah, me finding a way to laugh about dark subject matter or dark experiences that have happened to me. Like that's been the only way I've been able to get through them, really. So I'm still here. Say I'm finished having fun. And then we've got the rat with a tash. Huitzilopochtli? I think that might be how you pronounce that one. Yeah, it's pretty good. And it gave me that one in the the legendary anniversary loot box at the beginning of the event that everybody gets. Yeah, this is what it chose to give me. So yeah, it's all right. Yeah, pretty cool looking. It's giving me Indivisible vibes, of course. Yeah, Carnival in particular. Yeah, like the tribal places. There's a few areas. Oh yeah, I didn't mention. Yeah, my favorite area easily, like by a country mile. Tai Krung. Love that place. Love it. The nightlife, the electric sort of thing, and sort of bringing light to the darkness, that sort of spirit. Yeah, love it. Oh, hell, you could say that spiritually, that's kind of like parallels why Razmi's my favourite character. She has the lantern and everything, yeah. So. And yeah, reminds me of Moira. So she's like Moira on the inside, as much as Tirani's like Moira on the outside. So with Tirani physical power, our abilities work. That's how she's like Moira, and Razmi, of course, like Moira on the inside in terms of like soul and personality and stuff.